Ah! Hello.
Oh,
Bright moons, welcome. Are you interested in valuable rewards? Akruti can help. Farewell, my good friend.
Where's what happened to my mouse? Where is it? Oh, it start. We could actually start it.
All right. Oh, lovely.
Hi, everybody.
Look, it's already not working. Hold on. Hold on. Where did Jess go? Where's
oh no.
Hold on.
Where did I go? Do I need to
you
try
know-
turning it
no,
off
no,
and
no.
on again?
No, stop. It's me.
No?
It's
No?
me. It's not you, it's me.
Why am
Hold
I
on.
not seeing it?
I know what I did.
Refresh. I don't know.
See, that's what happens when I start clicking things. Hold on.
So you're supposed to do refresh.
Uh,
That's all I said live, so I refreshed.
There you are.
Yay!
Okay. Oh
You
my
got it?
goodness.
Brought
That was
Jess out of
scary.
the
I got an ad. Everything was so dark.
We found you. You were hiding. But I found you again. Okay. You know what? It does feel like this has been ages ago. It has been a long time since we've had a stream. And you know what? We're going to try and get
They're not
back
talking
to
about anything.
what we'll call semi-regular streams, right?
Yes, we miss you all. Hello,
what-
chat.
What is not on? I see somebody saying it's not on, but I see everything on. We should be good, right? Drops
Yeah,
on?
yeah, I
hopefully?
think we're good. We're good.
Drops should be on. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on stream today. We're a little bit earlier than usual. Again, you can blame me for that too. Today is just kind of blame Gina day. So we just had to do it a little bit earlier
Yeah.
for scheduling purposes.
We wanted to do this before PTS too, which we'll get to that.
Yeah, folks, if things aren't showing up, I would just suggest refreshing. Sometimes if you're in chat before the stream starts and then it
How would
starts
they know
while
to
you're in there, it gets
refresh
a
it?
little funky.
They're
So
not in
yeah,
it.
just hit the refresh button.
Baby's
We are
watching.
live. We see plenty
Look,
of people saying
what
that
the
we're
fuck?
here, so yay, things are working.
She went out to it and was looking at it.
We have a really fun stream for everybody today. We are going to be talking all about things that are coming in Update 43, which, I mean, it's pretty nuts because it feels like we just launched Update
Housing.
42 in Gold Road. We did, right?
Like a month ago on PC.
Yeah, I was gonna say console was like a week or two ago.
Did she just say
so-
console was
no,
a week
we're
or two
already
ago?
talking about the next thing.
Okay,
We
we're
don't
timed.
Stop.
It's good there.
Can't stop, won't stop. All right. Shall we? We did, right? Is it hot where everybody else is?
Hmm?
Chad, is it hot where you are? It's summer here, and it's like
It's somewhere everywhere.
maybe I'm sweating because like Jess's
A lot of
camera
people are
wasn't
saying
working,
hot.
but yeah.
Someone said it's a
94
winter
degrees.
here.
Yeah, that's too hot.
Although, is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Anytime we talk to our friends in Europe, they're
Holy
like,
crap, if
That's
it's
gonna be Fahrenheit.
94 Celsius.
I don't.
It's boiling water.
It's boiling. Well, because some people are like, I don't know. See, like, I don't know. Now they're putting Fahrenheit or Celsius. Show us
Yeah,
the puppet.
yeah,
I don't
definitely Fahrenheit.
know where the dog is today. He's sleeping. That's what he does. When animals get old, they just sleep.
It's nap time.
It is. Little afternoon siesta. Alrighty, shall we get into some news and updates and all the things here that we want to talk about? Where's my notes? Oh.
Yeah, we have a
I
little
almost,
bit, and then we'll get into.
Boy, I
Notice
almost
what?
opened up the wrong thing there. This is what we want to share, not that other document that I should be showing you all.
Secrets.
All right, it is secrets. It's we'll just call them unfinished patch notes. So, Jess, you want to kick things off?
All right. Patch notes. Yes. All right.
We're
so
going back to
we
Morrowind.
have first up. There's a lot of stuff going on this month of July. So first up, we have the anniversary spotlight for Morrowind and Clockwork City. That is running right now until
Wait, what?
August 15th.
Oh,
So don't forget
an
the
event
daily
for
login
Morrowind
rewards for
and
July
Clockwork?
include the Clockwork City DLC. Hopefully some of you have already claimed it. You could actually claim it on day 2 for the login rewards. And that's available through the end of July. And then you can also claim the all-new Gold Road Recall custom action. This is completely free. It's super cool.
What is that outfit?
And you can get it from the in-game crown store when you complete the Champion of Vivek achievement from now until August 15th.
Oh, that's why
so
they
there's
mentioned Morrowind.
More information
You have to be
about
champion
this
of Vivek
anniversary
to get it.
spotlight on the ESO website. Just
That's
look for
weird.
that
That
article.
doesn't make sense. Why?
Hopefully some of you have gotten that recall already.
Why not like
yeah, I've seen some people using it. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
the savior of the history? Why champion of Vivek to get the
Speaking of
gold
free,
road of recall?
Update 43, which we're talking about today, kind of giving everybody a first look. This is coming to our PTS, our test
What's coming to
server
PTS?
on Monday, July 8th, in like a few days. So you are not going to
Sitting
have to
down?
wait very long to try out everything that we're going to be showing you today. We were going to do our stream on the usual Friday, but here in the States, we've got 4th of July holiday and all sorts of stuff coming up. So we're like, you know what?
A lot of people are taking off.
A lot of people are taking off, so we figured let's do it now. So you're getting like a real, like a real preview today.
I want a guild house.
All right, and then just I think we've got there it is, the July roadmap for everything happening.
I wish
this
I could go
month.
to the in-person
So we've
event.
got the anniversary 10-year, excuse me, the Alienware
Right, baby.
10-year anniversary July promotion. That's happening all month.
Mm-hmm.
PvP Battlegrounds weekend for
Alienware.
Chaos Ball starting on the 11th.
It's
Then we have
happening
the
all
ESO
July.
Tavern. Happens every year in Germany from July 13th
What is-
and
She
14th.
said
Some of
The
us will be there.
Alienware
I'll be there.
is happening all of
It's actually
July,
the
but
first
it
time
says
in
July
10 years
29th.
going to this one, so I'm excited. 100% XP bonus starting on July 18th. And then White Strikes Mayhem rounding off the month starting on July 25th. And just like with the anniversary
You get the costume
spotlight,
if you go to the
we're gonna have
website, I guess.
details on all of those, but most of those, I say probably not the PvP Battleground weekend. You all know what that is. On the official ESO website. So just check there for full details.
Lots of things happening.
And then what's up next?
What is up next?
More
Sorry,
things.
I was reading chat. I was reading chat and now I'm getting distracted. So next, we've got QuakeCon coming up, also in
Grapevine,
wait,
Texas.
not also. It's in August. I was gonna say all.
It's in August.
Golly, what? You know,
Next month.
this has been the norm. Like, boy, you should have seen me on Monday. It was like I didn't know what day it was, what month it was, where I was, but here we are on planet Earth. We're talking about August. So yeah, QuakeCon is happening in August. If you are attending QuakeCon, or even if you're not, and maybe you're in the Dallas area, or even if you're not, I mean, Pain in the Axe flew in from wherever he was last year. But we are going to be having an ESO meetup on August 9th in the evening. That's a Friday. So if you would like to attend, just keep an eye out. We're going to be putting up an RSVP page probably at the end of this week, maybe next week. But yeah, just keep an eye out. We'll tweet it out on our official channel. Planet Earth does
Okay.
turn slowly, let me tell you. It turns slowly except when you need it to, and then it feels like time just doesn't stop, and it's like, wow.
Isn't that a line from an Owl City song?
It is.
From a what?
Owl City.
Owl City.
Al, like
But wait, you guys are on
Weird
Planet
Al?
Earth.
Owl.
Literally helmets for
WL.
companions. That's
Owl.
all I care about for these like quality
or
of life
Al,
features.
like I hurt myself. Owl City.
The musician.
I think
I live in
update
Owl
43 is
City.
just the quality of life,
All
but
right,
all I
um,
fucking want is helmets for companions, bro.
Everyone watching is like, why are you guys live streaming again? Why are we here? All right, let's let's get to the meat of the stream. Oh, and Twitch drops. Twitch drops are on.
Drops are on.
Yeah, just make
Yeah.
sure you're linked. We're giving away an Ouroboros Crown Crate today. All you have to do is watch for 15 minutes, but we sure hope that you stay longer because we got a lot of cool stuff to go over. Speaking of the cool stuff, let's get into that. We're going to introduce our first guests from the ESO Dev team. We have Cullen and Jimmy. Jimmy is, God, you know, it's really pissing me off that that transition's not working right. We're going to fix that. It's just grating on my
I wonder where I can see
nerves.
Twitch drop.
Jimmy is first time streamer, long time watcher. Welcome to
Yep.
the stream. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
And Cullen, we've had on a few times before.
Cullen is no stranger to our crazy live streams. So,
Always a pleasure.
chat, please. Cullen, why don't you, as our returning guest, talk a little bit about what you do on the ESO team, what you're responsible for, some things that you've put in that maybe some people have seen before.
I'm Cullen Lee. I started out here actually before launch in QA, and then after a few years, I moved over to design. I've sort of been working on a variety of things since then, but the thing that I spent the most time on was our housing system as the product owner a little bit after release, and I helped build up that team over the years, and then recently I've actually handed that team off to some of the designers who we've kind of brought up. And they've been doing an awesome job. So that's been super exciting. And more recently, I've worked on scribing and our skill styles. And then very recently, I've been working on what we're going to show off today.
Ooh, what we're gonna show off today. It's a
People are saying they
surprise.
can't hear him. I hear him
Jimmy,
clear.
you have
What?
some fans in chat, I have to say. They are very excited to see you.
Well deserved.
So why don't you
He's not low
tell
volume.
us a little
People
bit
are
about yourself?
stupid.
Sure. So Jimmy San Martino, UI engineer. I go by Cardinal L5. Chat is amazing, by the way. Yeah, just major, in case anyone doesn't know, major housing fan. Kind of, I don't know, do I talk about housing a lot at work? I mean, do I?
know, like about 8 million times a day, yeah.
At least, I think, minimum. Yeah, just very excited to be here. Always looking to represent the housing community in any way possible, which is easy to do because everyone here is a huge housing fan, I feel like. We joked about it being like just one of the best features. I'm sorry. I think it's one of the best features.
You can say that on
So,
this
yeah.
stream, yes.
By the way, can I just say, I have to say this because I don't know if I'll get an opportunity later. This place is the most amazing place to work ever. I have to say that, get that off my chest. And working with these guys, they're all amazing. As cool as they are on stream, they're as
Don't you-
cool not on.
I assume most of them work from
Jimmy,
home,
we'll
right?
definitely
Yeah.
have
So
you
what?
back on another time.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, maybe.
Do they have an
Um,
actual building they have to go to?
Alright, so yeah, for people in chat, Jimmy is Cardinal, or Zos Cardinal, so he is major housing enthusiast
Cardinal?
for sure.
What?
So super excited to have him, not just on stream, but working on some of these housing features. So
Thank you.
shall we
Yes.
talk and announce what is coming to housing?
Yes.
43. You
Please,
guys
God.
have been working on pretty cool thing, I think.
Yeah. You want me to just hop right into an overview?
Sure. Do you want to talk
Or-
about it
or if-
first, or do you want to show it?
Yeah, or did you want to talk about any of like the history of housing and sort of kind
No.
of where we got to where we're at
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. So
Kind of a lead in.
a lot of the
Oh my fucking
kind of
God.
fundamental design around housing is based around player freedom and around
Mhm.
sharing creativity with other people, right? So we've always had the ability to set your primary residence, and then even if you're offline, people can visit your primary residence. More recently, we added home links, which allow you to make a little chat link to your home that people can use to get there, which allows people to sort of asynchronously visit a lot of your other homes. You'll see that with like guild listings a lot of the time, or guild homes. And now what we're working on, or what we're presenting today, is home tours. And the idea behind home tours is it gives you the ability to list these amazing homes that you've created, and the ability to browse this enormous list of amazing homes that other people have created.
Jesus
And
fuck.
there's a lot of details that we'll go into, but fundamentally it's a system for the housing community to kind of continue to grow, continue to share their inspiring, kind of creative, awesome, artistic, amazing homes.
Show off your amazingness. There's so much
Yeah,
amazingness to be seen.
these homes are... Checking out player homes is like my favorite thing, I think, about working here. They
That easier, right, for
continuously surprise
everybody.
me. Yes. So this is kind of opening up that experience, making it part of the game without having to jump through any hoops.
So you're saying it's mostly for
Very
us so we
exciting.
can find players' homes, right? Because we share. By the way, we share your homes internally. Like when we see amazing builds and stuff, which is all the time, it circulates like wildfire through the company. So
Oh my
just
God.
Yeah. I will definitely be enjoying the system on live.
Well, let's.
I don't.
What system?
Yep. Go ahead.
You don't.
I
You
like
don't
zoned
wanna
out
enjoy it?
because they're not showing anything. There's gonna be a list of
all right,
houses you could go to.
Let's show this off because I think some people.
Yeah,
are
I
kind
guess
of
you
I
could
already
put your
fucking
house in a
could do that.
listing.
What is home tours? What is going on here?
Oh, it's like a
So,
community
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like you could
have-
put it
yeah, we're
to
gonna
where
hop into an
people you don't
internal
even know you
server
could
so we
visit their
can kind of
house.
Show you all this.
I think so.
info and how everything works and.
That's
it's-
literally
it's
what
pretty
this
cool.
fucking
Let me,
update's about.
hold on.
Visiting strangers' houses. Yeah, I want to visit fucking some dude's
Phone
house
over.
that
There we go.
puts the spawn point in a box so I can't fucking
Internal
move.
server, right?
Very cool.
Yep. So if you see anything strange here, it's just from people testing servers, or testing the feature on our internal
Nothing to
server,
see here.
before it goes to ETS. But what you'll notice is if you go to your activity finder, there's a new entry for home tours. And if you click on that,
That's
what'll
crazy.
pop up is
That's
a
the whole
set of
fucking thing.
listings. These are all made by other players. They showcase. They can be, whatever
Wow.
home.
Join a housing
they'll have a
guild.
nickname.
Bam! Now you have
They'll
houses that are
have
actually
top name of the house,
decorated.
they'll have the person's
This
house,
is
show you how many
some
listings are.
dork putting their empty house on a
And
housing
this
list and you
first
visit,
tab,
or
recommended tab, is determined
it's
by
like
the players basically. So as you
they
go
put
in
a fucking
visit
butt
homes,
plug
you'll have the
up
opportunity
your
to
ass as you
recommend
spawn.
a home. And if you recommend a home, that sort
Huh?
of counts towards its score.
Oh,
for that.
we'll rate the
periodically
house and you
we'll,
be
Do
able
an
to see.
algorithm
Yeah.
and pull
I just-
out.
Literally
a
the only
mix
house that'll
of
be
kind
there
of the
are
most
just gonna be
recommended
houses that
homes and
spam
homes,
the most
and
expensive
populate this
furnishing.
tab. And this is like the best place to go if you just want to see the best of the best homes. So right away, if you travel to one of these homes, you can know that it's something that people really like. And then if you want to get into kind of a broader variety of homes, you can go to the Browse Homes tab where all the homes are laid out. You can filter this by a bunch of different ways. You can search for a specific user that you know has great homes.
I mean, it's
You can
not
search
bad.
via tags,
It-
which
I-
are a way to
I think
add
it's a good idea. It's just
homes.
kind of
You can see
boring.
if I,
A whole
so for
update
this tab,
dedicated to
or
just
this,
this?
listing,
That's crazy.
It'll say, hey, creatures, markets, sinister.
This should just be
You
like
get
a
little bit
side
of
thing on an
sense of
actual
what's
update,
going on with
not
these
its own
homes. The
update.
idea is that by applying up to 3 listings or 3 tags to any given listing, you can add a lot of kind of specification, right? Is your house, a little bit on the scary side? You get to use the sinister tag. Is your house more, cozy? Does it have lots of little creatures? If you have like a cat cafe, maybe that's, cozy creatures dining. But if it's,
Role play.
a haunted mansion, maybe it's more of, a sinister, like conventional and maybe festive if it's associated with the Witches Fest. But
3 per
there's
home,
a whole
right?
bunch of tags. Yes, you can have 3, and you can also search by multiple at once. So you can search for a
Ah.
specific set of tags, and those will come up preferentially in the search results. And then you can unselect them. So if you're an example would be if Witches Fest is coming up and you want to decorate a house, but you need some inspiration. What you could do is you could search for sinister or festive, and start finding those homes more easily, and start getting some of that inspiration. Seeing what people can do in housing is a big part of, I think, realizing the kind of draw of the system.
Yeah, it's a great
I
way to
think
get
we
inspired.
really want to give everyone we want to give everyone a platform really to show off their homes, and more than just their primary. Just if you have 50 homes that you've decorated and you think they're all amazing, list all of them. You can list every home you own. So
Yep.
yeah.
We talked a little bit internally about, like, do we want to put a limit on how many homes you can list? And what we decided was the people who are likely to list 60 homes or whatever, they're the people who are the most invested in housing. They're the people who are going to you're going to want to visit all those homes, right? So having a limit didn't make a lot of sense from our end, because the only time you'd run into the limit is if you were someone who was super duper invested, and those are the people who are going to have the most exciting homes to visit.
The cool stuff.
Listing home, you can go visit all these homes too.
Yeah.
You can
So if I
visit,
wanted-
but you can't like screw with somebody's house and furnishings, right?
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
like visiting a home normally. So, for example, if I wanted to list my home here, I would be picking what is my default visitor access. So this is your baseline permission that anyone who doesn't have a different permission set specifically for the home will have. And to list a home, you can't have it be no access, because you have to let people into your house. And you can't let it be decorator, because if you have your home set to decorator, anyone who comes in can move all of your furnishings around. And so for when you're opening it up this broadly, we decided that this would be kind of a risky thing for someone to do. So just in the interest of safety, you can't have decorator permission set, but you can have limited visitor or visitor. And what limited visitor does is it says people can visit your home, but they can't like mess with your lights or your other kind of furnishings that have multiple states. They can't open or close doors, for example.
I wish we had that in real
and
life.
visitor-
Like if people come into my house, it's like, please don't mess
Oh
with
my
my
gosh.
stuff. You can come in, but don't touch anything.
I can see
And
you
when
saying
you-
that, Gina.
So when you list your house, you could have people just coming.
Like
and
I said,
visiting, and you
I
could
think
say
it's a
hello, and you actually
neat
see people coming to
thing.
to
I'm gonna
tour
do
your
it.
house, yeah?
I'll
'Cause
visit
it's
some
the actual
houses.
house that you put together.
But
Yep, that's part of trying to help build the
Weird
community, right?
that this is a
when
whole
you're
update.
touring homes, you'll see other people who are touring the same home. You might run across the homeowner. If you're the homeowner, you might see visitors coming into your home, and hopefully that's an opportunity to build some connections. So here I'll set some tags for my home.
Pick good ones.
I'm gonna do aquatic creatures and sinister. I'm gonna rename this to. A sea
And just to
creature.
point out, the nickname of your house, like the same nickname you have for the collectible, is what shows in the listing for your house. So you can actually customize it even
Yes.
further that way.
Yeah, this is a way to help kind of tell the story in a brief piece of text that helps.
I thought
differentiate
updates were normally. I thought like
So
updates
now
were
my home
normally
is
like
this.
something really big. Like I
Um,
was excited for something.
This is my home, by the way. Cool little monster, or not so little monster.
Ooh,
Um,
it's looking at you.
yep. And then when you want to browse homes, you can go into recommended. You can go into browse homes. I'll travel to this one by one named San Martino, and we can get a look at that.
I know that guy.
Being a really
And-
fun way to, like, if you have housing content creators that you really like, you could look them up and actually go see their houses in person instead of just having to rely on their screenshots and videos, which are great, but seeing them in person would be even more cool.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
makes it a lot easier. Yeah, so here's Jimmy's Grand Topo Hideaway, which has been fully remodeled into a Cold Harbor nightmare, maybe. It's pretty good. I like
Little bit.
the sense of weight you get from having these guys chained down. That's very cool.
Thank you.
And then
Oh.
while you're in homes, you can actually favorite homes, and you can favorite any home, whether it's listed or not. You can favorite up to 100 homes, and then you can revisit those at any time through the activity finder on this tab here. So
I hope this fits me.
I can also, in the
I'm scared.
house
Mwah.
or the home options, I can favorite or recommend. I've actually already recommended this home earlier,
I don't blame you, by the way.
and I've already favorited this home. But this is the screen where you would be able to recommend or favorite a home. And then I'll jump to a couple other homes while we talk.
Could you zip it up?
I do want to do the housing thing.
That's
I want to list
the
mine. I
gist
want to
of the
visit
system.
people's
You
houses.
can see here, if a home is listed by one of your guildmates, it'll have this little guild tabard on it. And if it's listed by one of your friends, it'll have this little friends.
But I feel like if I wanted to do something like that, I would have just
in the listing.
joined a
based on
housing
your
guild
background,
and
so
visited the houses that way. And I've
Just
never
remember,
done
I
that.
think you already said this, but when you favorite a house, so the favorite option is
So maybe I
available
won't do this.
in any home, anyone else's home. Right?
They just
So
single-handedly killed housing
we're
guilds.
basically
Do you
adding
know
this
that?
as an extension to how you can favorite your own homes now.
That looks
in the
really good.
collections menu. Now you'll be able to favorite
made it
other
perfect.
people's homes and find them
Vivian,
in that favorites
they
list.
killed
You
housing
can
guilds.
visit them at any time.
Once this drops, there's no
Yeah.
point in being a housing guild.
Options that allow you to.
Unless you want to talk to people, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you still have permissions, you can visit any home on your favorites list whenever you want.
Yeah, again, this will
Um,
be really good for like, again, if you're looking for inspiration on how to decorate your own house. Like me, I'm not very creative. I need to like look at a reference or something to kind of get inspired, be like, oh, that's what I want to do with that space. And I know a lot of
Also
people
for, like-
also do like, I don't know what you want to call it, like platforming challenges and like little events and stuff in their
Oh,
homes.
like
so-
jumping puzzles and
Mhm,
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have a tag for that, right? There's a
We
tag
have
for,
games. We have playful. There are a couple of things that you can use to kind of get that point across. Yeah.
And also for contests too, I would think. If you,
Mhm, totally.
you know, anytime there's a contest held, we were figuring, you know, you can list your homes and make them easily found. You know, no longer
Yeah,
do you have
if
to
you
set it
search-
as your primary.
Yeah, if you search by a specific user, you can always find all their homes. So the thing that's I'm most excited about with this feature is, you know, being able to hop into PTS, being able to hop into live, and browse people's homes. For the PTS cycle, when we do the character copies, that includes your homes, so you'll be able to list all those. But I will definitely be on PTS. visiting
Okay, this
people's
one looks
homes,
more like the size it needs to be.
and I
Mhm.
am just super excited. I think the homes that we took a peek at here kind of give a hint at what's possible in the system, but players always manage to surprise me, and I love it.
You guys blow us away. I mean, there's so much creativity. It's insane.
Actually, speaking of which, we have some screenshots and a couple of videos of some recent player-run housing contests. We can show those if you want. They're
Yes,
really
please.
good.
So these are actually from the recent Ethereus Art housing contest. We just grabbed a few of the videos as well as some screenshots to show.
Let's see. I'll do the
This
screen.
sounds
great.
We can do the
I wanna
screenshots
see.
first. So yeah,
Okay.
this is a guild that ran this contest, and these are just
Yeah.
some of the winners.
That's a
right?
picture of it?
This
Wow.
is
Yeah.
Hachiko-chan.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is Hachiko-chan. She's actually one of the contest
Whoa.
hosts. So she's
Awesome.
one of the people
Yeah.
who ran the contest. I think there's one more. Yeah, here of
And
hers.
incredibly talented.
Hachiko always just knocks it out of the park.
Oh, so fantastic.
Insane, yeah.
And then we have two from Futerko, also, who is very well known within the housing community here.
Also incredibly
Yes.
talented.
Mhm.
So much
That's crazy.
attention to detail. I mean,
So they were two of the folks who ran this contest, and they do it every year. It's really incredible. And then the videos we have coming up are from 3 of the winners. We're actually going to have an article that goes through all of the winners and has a little bit more information on this contest as well as another one coming up probably in the next week or two. We're just pulling together everything for it.
Yeah. So yeah, here's one of the.
So we grabbed a
videos.
few. Yep, this one's from Kitsune Dark.
wow.
So all of this is very custom work. And these are the types of houses that you could view using the home tours tool.
Okay, maybe
love
I'll
when
like
kind
it
of
a
stuff
lot
like
more.
that don't
But I
see
know
it.
the quality.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, go ahead,
well,
Jimmy.
if they are
Yeah,
upvoted from
see,
other
like, they
people,
print
then
our
I guess
prints are
the
insane.
top
The
recommended would be
transforming
houses like
concept
this.
of things you
But it's
don't
gonna be a
even
combination of
recognize
I'm
at
gonna
all
Yep.
sometimes. I
be
mean, like,
annoyed
look
that
at
I'm
this.
too broke in game to be able to do
Sorry,
this,
I'm
I
just
love the
blown
little
away by
face.
and
everything
the
I
other
see.
half is I'm probably
Yeah.
just too lazy
Yeah,
to
I
go
love
look at
when
these
you
houses
go
in the
into a
first
home and
place.
you're like, wait,
You know what I
what
mean?
is this?
Looking and getting inspired by these houses,
That's really good.
you can't replicate it even if you get inspired because
Another
you're
one of the
broke in
winners
game. You can't
from
afford
the
to do it.
Interiors Art
You know
Contest.
what I mean?
All these look
Yeah,
pretty
like, I
simple
can
to me.
barely make
Baby,
my
I put
room
10
look
mil
good
into my
with
house and it
chairs
barely
and
looks
a
like
table. And
anything.
meanwhile, they're taking chairs and creating.
Well, yeah,
this
because
dragon
you
stuff.
spent
It's
money
just
on 50
insane.
fucking painting.
I didn't buy any paintings. Oh, those were like 1,000 each.
Cobbling
That was
stuff.
actually the cheapest things I was buying.
This is so good. I cannot tell you guys. how
Any
good
good
it is.
furniture is expensive. I put 10 mil and I just have basic
Seeing this kind
furniture.
of stuff just makes my day. This is why I love going to work. Like my last
Who's
job, I was
orgasming
like,
in the fucking mic?
This here, I like look forward to coming to work.
Is someone
Am I
breathing?
insane?
No,
Oh,
you're
no. The community is great.
you're loved.
This one's from Lilithnia. So this is our last one.
Someone said someone
Shine
underwater. Someone's breathing like hard.
Yeah, like Jimmy said, we're
Someone's
always
eating the
sharing these
fucking mic.
creations
Yeah,
with
what the
each other
fuck?
in our internal Slack channels and whatnot, and it's just it's such a joy for all the developers to see what you all create within the game and with these tools.
Yeah.
What is
So-
happening with the mic? Ew.
I was gonna say, I think we wanted to show off a couple of the new homes that are coming up.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you're loading into it
I'm
now,
actually-
so
I'm actually loading into one now.
there we go.
And
don't
I'm
lie.
going to cheat to adjust the time. of day.
That new Chaos Magician and Blue Eyes Ultimate
But
Dragon card,
is,
it's $600. It's worth 600.
Deep Bloom Villa.
Wow.
If you find it, it's a $600 card.
Blossom lovers will delight in this picturesque villa perched on the western coastline of Oradon. With its elegant design, this
It's called Dragon
to
Master.
nurture its blooms to life while enjoying how the light dances on the nearby rippling waters.
What?
It's really-
Dragon Master
it's a lovely
Massia?
description.
What?
But yeah, so this is on the southwest coast of Oradon.
Dragon Master Magic? What the fuck is that called?
It's up on one of these kind of little.
Wait, is this a new house?
Magia.
Which,
Oh.
by the way,
Is this a new house?
when we first announced housing, I thought for sure there was going to be a house up here, and now we have.
Unzip
and I'm
it,
so
bitch!
excited
Oh.
about that. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. And one of the special features that the housing team put together for this home.
Yo, this is a new house. That looks so
you can
good.
Actually toggle on and off.
But again, it comes back to I'm too poor to afford it. So why would I get excited about any of this stuff?
Make sure that I did that right.
I'm never gonna have this house, so why get excited?
That we are still hammering
And
out, but,
look at other
yeah,
people's
but-
rich ass houses
Yeah.
on the guild listing thing. I'm too fucking broke
What?
to replicate.
It's
That is
customizable.
fucking nuts. Did you see that?
That's
Look,
really neat.
Right?
he clicks that and the house
And they did such a
spawns
good job
fucking.
with that effect. I mean, that's wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And chat,
Yeah.
I have
I
to
think-
say, is pretty excited that they
Crazy.
heard you say this is a medium home.
Whoa, medium.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Um,
Maybe I could afford it.
we know folks have been very interested in more medium homes.
Oh yeah.
So this home really
Yeah,
has
medium
just
means you can
fun,
buy with gold.
Lovely views. I really like the combination of using some of the Somerset.
It says,
architecture here
"And
in a way
poverty."
that feels, reserved and appropriate for the location. And then
Oh my
inside,
god, if this is a medium,
uh,
this is my
it's
Templar's
not
house.
huge, but
The
really nice
church is
upper
my
room,
fucking Arcanist. This would be my Templars.
and then
You know what I mean?
Oops, sneaky, sneaky.
No, I think the church looks fucking badass. The Necrom church.
And,
I might
these
still just keep
will
that.
be, available on PTS to visit in depth, get a better sense of everything going on there.
Where's this? Somerset?
Um,
It's very pretty.
that's this home. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
super cute.
Yeah, there's a lot of wall space in there. You're right. All that space to hang all your monster heads, right?
Oh, is this
yeah,
the new
yep,
house in
would
that
be
art?
A good room for it.
Or build
Yeah.
monsters.
Ah.
Cool. And
So yeah,
then
that's-
the second home.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
go
just
ahead,
gonna
Gina.
say both these homes that we're showing off, this one and then the next one, they will be testable on PTS on Monday, and TBD with when those will be released. But it will be. in the coming months, we'll say.
Awesome. So this home, Haven of the Five Companions, is themed after the Five Companions.
Wow.
So this was originally
Look.
their sanctuary. This stately structure, which I
Look
will
at this
bring
house.
back up
It's a
on screen.
fucking coliseum.
Load screen. Stately structure features 5 rooms, one for each of the original companions, plus a central meeting space. Gorgeous views of the Westfield and Cyrodiil complement the majestic serenity of this area. So your home, kind of as described, is a large central hall with little rooms off to the side that each of the 5 companions once lived in. So this predates the story of kind of the ESO main quest, and is back when the 5 companions were Manamarco, Abner Tharn,
I was gonna say, who was the fifth
Varanak
companion? It was
Valerius,
Panamarco. I
Sisahan,
forgot about him.
and
The vestige.
Lyris, Titanborn.
Oh.
Sorry.
I didn't.
You're
I
on the
said
spot when you
vestige.
have to do it on cue.
One of the little features of the home is there's this table
There's
that
a
they once sat
table.
at, and if you interact with it, it'll kind of show you a little vision of their host interactions. So they're all kind of randomized. They might take a moment to appear, but there they are. We've got Manamarco and Sisahan and Lyris.
That looks so cool.
Abner Tharn
That's
and
super cool.
Varen in his soul burst form. Pretty cool. And I
And they
love
actually have
these-
dialogue in some of the scenes, right?
What?
Yes,
So
they
Guidos.
should. And then the
Actually
vaulted ceiling
watched
here.
one.
I always love these vaulted ceilings. Big sucker for them.
Yeah.
And then I'll go around the rooms real quick.
And by the way, I'm sorry, someone was messaging me, but did you already show where this home is located on the map?
I have not. This is actually on the eastern edge of Westweald, East Westweald. So it'll look over Cyrodiil to the east.
Nice,
So this
thank you.
is, yeah, absolutely. Manamarco's room. These are all very kind of lightly decorated to start. You could always repurpose them if you wanted, or you could go more in depth with them. Sisahan's room. This would be Varen's
That-
room.
Good space for decorating, doesn't it?
Yeah, plenty of room to kind of make your own little themed rooms. And then
We're forcing them all to be roommates at this point.
Lyris is, I mean, yeah, their personality clashes are a big part of their appeal, I think. And Abner's room, on the far side of Manamarco's room, I'm sure for
Bunch of rooms with no
deliberately.
doors. Oh no.
Huh?
then I'll
Them-
take a
give
quick
the-
look at
Oh,
give
you
them
want a
bunk
drink
beds,
too?
That would be fun.
Now, does Manamarco's
constantly
have to be
fighting over the
dreary?
top.
Colin, a couple people in chat asked if that table can be moved or removed.
Yes, yep,
Yeah.
that is a furnishing.
Cool.
So that can be adjusted as desired, and you could even put it in a totally different home. And then we have a couple of views off into Cyrodiil. Good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah, a fair amount of exterior space if you want to, do some exterior decorating.
They said it's a furnishing that you can put in a different home, so I was like, ooh, cool, I'll put it in my house.
Really proud
But
of
then,
the
bam,
team.
2,000
Awesome job.
crowns.
They are
There.
awesome.
Yeah, it looks
You
great.
know what I mean? That type of
Always a
shit.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Check these
so-
out on PTS, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
PTS
I want to
on
see people
Monday.
decorate them.
Yeah, we definitely
Make
want
sure
to
you
check out
list it.
decorations. Yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you list it on home tours too.
Yeah.
Are these homes furnished or unfurnished, Colin?
So these are the unfurnished versions of the
Okay,
homes.
right
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty.
Nice.
Well, we do have some additional things that we wanted to talk about. We're going to bring in our friend Mike Finnegan to kind of touch on that, but want to give you both a huge thank you for being on stream today, for showing some of this off.
Thank you
Again,
both.
it'll all be
No,
on
a huge
PTS
thank you for
on
having
Monday.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
It's on
Yeah.
Super
Super excited for people to get their hands on it.
what's
Yeah,
it called?
same.
Your
off
you should be
everything
able
that
to
they
get
made.
your Ouroboros crate.
Cool. Well, we
Gonna
are
be
going
great.
to say farewell for now. I'm sure we will see you again on stream. Otherwise, I know you'll be on PTS looking for homes. I know you'll be watching streams of people showing their stuff off. But yeah, thank you so much. And we're gonna swap you out and bring in Mike Finnegan.
Sounds great.
in just
Thank
a
you so
sec.
much.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
See ya. Gotta press the right button here. There we go. There's Finn.
Who the fuck is eating the mic? Oh my
Having
god.
Oh
issues.
no, you're
Yep.
having your mic
Yep.
issues again. It's cool. We were saying how like, oh, this won't happen on stream, right? But here we are.
Well, here I can talk for Finn.
What about now?
That's good.
Yes.
Much better.
Good.
Okay.
Yay.
Much better.
Like I said, I like the venom in your voice when you're like that. Mike Finnegan.
That was love. You couldn't tell?
Yeah, that's what it was. Also, I like to imagine Sai Sahan's room is just a bunch of different portraits of Lyris, like in various paintings. Like there's a large wall and they're surrounded by candles and stuff. So like that's got to be the furnished version of Sai Sahan's room.
Mike was having Mike
I thought he
issues.
meant the fucking prophet
Yes.
or
Oh my
whatever.
gosh, you know what I just realized?
The
Were you
Baron.
trying to talk
I was
that
like, why
entire
the fuck
time?
would he have paintings of
while they were
Lyris?
up?
Is he a creep?
No.
Okay, 'cause
forgot it was Sai
hearing,
Sahan.
like, weird little noises.
Sai
and I
Sahan's
was
a
like,
simp.
"Oh, I wonder if that's Finn's
Well,
mic.
Jess
just
told me to mute
buzzing."
myself, but I don't think it was me. I don't think it was me because I tried to tell you Owl City when you were talking about owls. I tried
Oh.
to tell you Owl City, and then you didn't hear
Oh.
me. So
And then Jess was like, "Shut up."
yeah, right. So like, let's move along.
Moving on. All right. So sorry, I'm kind of like rearranging windows all over the place here in the back. So yeah, for anybody who maybe hasn't joined our stream in a while, is maybe a newer player, Finn, do you want to talk about what you do at Sauce?
What would you say you do here?
What do
Finn?
you do here other than know,
As the lead
crack
encounter
jokes?
designer, I'm in charge of 3 teams. The encounter team, which handles all overland encounters for chapters, DLCs, that kind of stuff. They do a lot of other stuff too. It's actually the largest of the 3 teams. The monster team handles all new monsters that would come into the game, and then the dungeons and trial and arena team that handles all dungeons, trials, and arenas. So I like to say that if something kills you or you kill it, chances are it was one of my teams that put it into the game.
right on? You sound like a busy guy.
No, not really. I just gotta
There's gum
chill.
on the floor.
Just gotta sit back and be
Nah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
make
just
some
gotta
monsters.
sit back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Make it difficult.
That's what you're going
Yeah.
for. Then.
I just hit the harder button. Make it harder. Make it harder.
It's the plus button. More.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to chat a little bit about some things that are going into update 43 that your team has worked on?
Sure. So, all the way back in update 40 when we did Infinite Archive, and I've talked about this before as people have asked us at various shows and stuff about, is there going to be more for Infinite Archive? Is you going to expand it and stuff like that? And I think of
You pick up that
kind
gum?
of the
Can you
line
shut
that
the
I've
fuck up?
said was,
Give me
we don't have
It's
anything to
been
talk
picked
about
up.
right now, but the nature
Thank
of
you.
how we built Infinite Archive is it is expandable and it can evolve and create a new experience. So that was what our team really worked on for
This dude's yapping.
this update was a refresh or an expansion kind of what you can expect in Infinite Archive. And there's quite a few features that are going to go into that, and I'll talk about those in a moment. But I will show off the two, I guess, tentpole features, the big features that you're going to see in Infinite Archive that are the most visible are the 2 new arena types that you have. So Infinite Archive very much leans into the Hermaeus Mora aspect of Apocrypha, and we explore the different biomes of Apocrypha within the original Infinite Archive, but now we're expanding out a little bit. So we're going to add a fire and an ice based arena.
Wow.
Are you
I
in game?
don't have this. I am in game. Yeah.
No.
Insane.
Then let's hop over to game.
Yeah, that was.
There we go. That was the whole idea, right?
we
Let's
go.
There we go.
So this is the index. If you're familiar with Infinite Archive, you might be familiar with this area. Is where you get your quests from.
No, I'm not,
Master
bitch.
Outcast. But one thing before I jump to the new arenas, there's also another new feature here. We have a new.
What is
uh,
this shit?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear her talking, but she is. This is a new quest giver. She gives a daily quest, and she targets marauders and fabled monsters. So you'll get a quest every single day in order to kill either a marauder or different fabled monsters. You should go in here and you can do it every single day, and she gives you rewards for that. So she has a really cool story, and it'll explain why she's a ghost in here and stuff like that. So I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to let people kind of jump into PTS and kind of get her story and stuff like that. But while I was in the index, I figured I might as well show her off. So she's a new daily quest giver. So I'm going to show off the ice arena first, and I'm using cheat commands. There's not going to be any monsters spawning in here. I am not jumping into a
Is it
version
because
of this
you're
that actually
cheating?
has. Yes, it's
Okay.
because I'm cheating. I'm not jumping into a version that has the monsters. But this shows off kind of the arenas. So this is the new ice arena.
I want cheat codes.
Which is just, as I say, Mars, our world builder, absolutely knocked it out of the park when we said we want fire and we want ice, and he puts together this, and
Was that
it's just
you?
awesome. Because
No.
it still
Was that
has
Thunder?
It has more themes to it. It still has.
No,
the
that was
popular
her.
themes,
Oh
but
my
then we
god,
have
why
all
does she
these
sound like
kind of ice
Thunder?
elements. Now, each of the two new
I don't even
arenas
know
also
if
have
doesn't
hazards
seem like she knocked over anything. She
that,
might have fell down from
players will
somewhere.
need to navigate as they're fighting through monsters. So this one, everybody's favorite, Maelstrom Arena 5, with the icy water that freezes you for more and more damage. All of these arenas that you would see around here, what we organize them into bundles. So there's a bundle of different ice arenas that you would potentially see. They're all going to have this icy water kind of feature. So it's another hazard as you're
no.
fighting monsters. Oh no! Now there are no breaking platforms. We don't have those in here. So the solid ground that you're gonna see here is gonna stay solid ground. But anybody that's played Infinite Archive knows movement is kind of a big thing for a lot of the monsters. So it becomes hazardous to kind of move around the space. Also, all the ice arenas are very open, kind of like this. The water will restrict your movement a little bit, but they're bigger, wider arenas that you can kind of navigate around and stuff.
Why would you have to fight
so
by the
that
water?
is
There's
the
a whole
new
half
ice
the map
stage.
that is just land.
Okay, Finn, while you load up the other
Yes,
the other arena to show off, do you want to give like a one sentence overview of Infinite Archive in case there's like newer folks in chat that haven't checked this
An
out?
infinite
One cent.
dungeon.
It is an infinite, potentially infinite progression of difficulty that you can earn unique rewards, primarily in the form of class sets. But yeah, and it borrows from all over Tamriel. So you're gonna see monsters from that you would see other places in Tamriel. The bosses that you would fight are gonna come from other places in Tamriel, other than Thoat, who is unique to the Infinite Archive. I know that wasn't one sentence, but it's really
you
tough to
kind of ran it together.
encapsulate.
It's fine.
It's really tough to encapsulate Infinite Archive in one sentence.
Well, I mean, I just knew like if I said, "Oh, talk about what this is," I mean, you could talk
Yeah.
forever about it.
Yeah,
Infinite
right.
pain. I like it.
Yeah, let me pull up my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So, so this is the fiery
I'm
arena.
opening my
As you
Wild
can
Hunt
see
crate.
here, again,
I'm
pocketful
waiting to
notes,
get
you're
one.
going to see those aspects in here, and then you also have some really cool thing with this like this book with like these book towers with like lava.
How'd you even get it?
Scrolling lava textures and stuff. It's just so cool. And each of
What?
these looks
How
very
did
unique
you
and very
even get
different
it?
from the other
You go to
parts
your
of Infinite
inventory
Archive
in
you can
there.
see. Now,
Hmm.
I don't
because
even
I'm
see it at
not
the top.
fighting monsters,
It should
and
be at
stuff,
the
you
top, but I don't see
kind
it
of the
on
full
yours.
features. The hazard in the fire
I know.
arenas, these little pits right here will launch little fireballs out that will hit
I'm
randomly
not
in the
getting
arena
one.
and also target players. So movement is going to be really key to kind of
Look in your
avoiding
inventory.
these hazards as they're here. Also,
Where's
the fire
inventory?
arenas are much more
On Twitch?
constricted than the ice arena.
Yeah, see,
That's
it's right
by
up there.
design in order for this
You're
kind
done.
of hazard to be an important part. So as you go through here, you're going to be on like walkways that you could fall off and die, and the fight space is much more constrained. So
It's
you
in one of
have
those
to-
boxes.
It's a little bit more
there.
claustrophobic, so you're going to have to pay attention to
Oh.
where you're standing and where you're moving. It's especially great when Marauders show up because
Isn't that everyone's
there is
favorite?
not a lot of room to move. Right? Yeah, there's not a lot of room. To
Okay, I
move
claimed
in
it.
those. So that's the two. Like I said, these are going to be the two most visible kind of aspects to Infinite Archive, the new Infinite Archive that you're going to see. But there's a lot of other new features that we have in here. We've added 10 new bosses from all over Tamriel, and they're going to be broken up into the different tiers that you would see them in. So bosses like the Risen Ruins from Moongate Fane, or Drainos Valador from Cradle of Shadows, Yander the Butcher from Kyne's Aegis. All of those, some new bosses to throw wrinkles. So when you get to a boss phase, you're going to see new bosses that you haven't tackled before. There are 8 new verses and 10 new visions. And the new verses are included in that is a new avatar verse that you get by collecting the visions. It's an undead avatar, so if you collect the associated visions for that, then that verse will have a chance to pop up, and it'll turn you into an undead avatar with a heavy focus on like magical attacks. But some of the other verses that are really, really cool are like Phalanx is one of my favorite ones. When you get that, it allows you to summon like a wall of spectral, ghostly soldiers that kind of like march forward towards whatever enemy you're fighting, and they kind of shield bash them. And then if you're behind them, they give you a damage shield. So it's a really cool verse that adds a new.
Why aren't
kind
these
of
just
element
actual
to it that you
spells
can
in the
get
game?
Once per phase.
Wasn't that
And
the
then for
name
new
of the
visions-
song that Trivium did for us? Phalanx?
Phalanx is one of my favorite Trivium songs. Now that you mentioned it, but I didn't name it. Like it
Yeah, it
just
does. It
happened to
sounds like a
line up
necro
like
skill.
that. But
Hey!
yes, that is one of my favorite songs by them. I actually had it played on the car on the way over here. That's how I remember that one's name.
That's a good one.
There's another to highlight one of the visions, one of the new visions in addition to the avatar visions that you would need. There's one called Quicken Tinctures, which reduces your cooldown on your potions, allow you to be a bit more survivable in there if you start collecting those. So we tried to expand the offerings of verses and visions, so players that have been in here a while and seen everything that they have available,
Wild Hunt crate.
they now have more options that they can
Yippee.
get. So that's good on the player benefit side. On the other side of it, there are also 2 new Marauders.
Yay!
Everybody's happy about the Marauders. There is a Werewolf Behemoth Marauder, which, funny enough, is in the same vein as Balorg from March of Sacrifices.
This is going
in
on
that
forever,
he's
bro.
going to restrict your vision. He's going to create the clouds, and you're going to have to pay attention to where he's coming out of the clouds. Coming for you out of the clouds and out of the mist and stuff. And then there's a Minotaur with a name that I'm gonna butcher, but it's I think it's Zulfimbul, and that is a charging Minotaur that'll charge you across in the fight spaces and stuff. So
Sounds
two
lovely.
new Marauders. Yeah, 2 new Marauders. There's also some new fabled monsters. Those are like the bigger, beefier, almost like Bannerman style monsters that you would see crop up as you get to the later arcs. So that's some of the big things for Infinite Archive and what we've adapted and how we've added to it and stuff, just to evolve the thunder crashed right as I was talking. That was really weird in game. I know you guys can't probably hear it all that well, but like it was really loud in my ears. And we also, another thing I want to highlight, and the last thing I'll highlight for this is, other than the class sets, is there's a new consumable. So everybody's seen the consumables where you can get a random
No.
extra verse or vision. We have a new consumable that you're going to be able to get and earn and spend your fortunes on. That once per run, it allows you to turn into a random avatar, and you do not have to have the visions collected for it. Before you do that. So it is a really cool new super consumable thing that we have that once per run you're allowed to do it. And primarily we did that for the players that are really targeting Arc, 3 to 5 that may not have all the visions collected or may not regularly have all the visions collected in order to see an Avatarverse. This gives them an opportunity to kind of experience that, and hopefully it'll drive them forward a little bit to say, oh, you know what, I really want to see more of those and get those visions and stuff. So, yeah, it's another like little benefit that we're kind of giving people as they try to tackle some of the dangers in here.
Now you uttered the words class
I
sets.
did.
And Chad
Let
has been
me,
asking for at least 10 minutes, are there new class sets? So you
There
wanna-
are
Class
new
sets.
class sets. That was also part of what
the
we
fuck's
wanted
a
to
class
highlight.
set?
Jump back
The
to
fashion
the
parts?
index here.
Yes.
That was also what we wanted to. Part of why we wanted to
haven't
do the
gotten the first
update
one.
coupled with the new class sets,
Play
so that
Infinite
we give you
Archive.
some new challenges and stuff, and we give
Let's
you
do
some
it.
new rewards that you're gonna want to do. And I have.
We can do it together.
I don't know.
I have some of these already equipped, and I will actually. I think I just have all of the because I can only equip one. This is the Templar one.
Give everyone
But
one.
I can't equip the other. I can't equip the other classes, so I have them highlighted here. So
Sweet.
there's some really cool ones here. Ares Cry. This is the new Warden set.
Everyone take your screenshots.
Yeah, everybody's taking screenshots.
Take the screenshots.
Of what?
Did.
This is the new Templar one. Here is the Sorcerer.
Yeah,
one.
I can't see any of this
Beacon
shit.
of Oblivion. We have Corpse Burster Amulet, obviously Necromancer. Pyrebrand Amulet for, or Pyrebrand set for Dragon Knight. Spattering Disjunction
Literally can't read it.
for the Arcanist. This is one of those ones. This one might go through some iteration on. All of these are potentially going to go through iteration once they hit PTS. These are not the finals. These are just the initial kind of thing. And we're gonna, as always, the combat team is going to be paying attention to feedback and stuff to make sure that these are doing what we want and hitting the right notes. And then Umbral Edge for the Nightblade.
Yeah, for anyone having trouble reading it, if it's not like super crisp, it'll be in the patch notes on Monday. So,
Yep.
I guess in the meantime, I won't even say. I'll say it all. I was just gonna troll people and be like, oh, you can like, zoom enhance and.
Yeah, right. Enhance.
I,
So, so there's all new class sets. This is the second in the line of the class sets. So there is one more skill line that's per each class that's going to be highlighted, perhaps eventually. We'll see when that comes about. But right now, these are going to be on offer in where you would normally get them from the filers over here. Over there.
I thought this was a housing
and that
update.
is the updates to Infinite Archive.
I was saying,
Yeah,
is that
we're
really
gonna
it?
Test
But
this out
I guess it
on
was.
Monday with PTS2, yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
all right.
This will
we
all be
have-
available on PTS, and this is a base game update. I do want to highlight that because
Yeah.
Infinite Archive is base game, so there's no need to purchase anything. And, it's funny as you mentioned the this update was free, and I was like, I think we missed an opportunity to call this update 40 free.
40. Oh, I'm gonna do
think-
that. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do that. I'm stealing it.
We should.
Oh, I love it.
Chances. Oh.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
We'll
update
have to-
40
well,
free.
We'll have to get Brand on that. Get them on board.
All right.
It's
so
update 40 free. Sorry.
There it is. I've been waiting. Dude, I wanted to use it a
Oh my
while
God.
ago and I couldn't find the button.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I'm sorry,
have
but
to.
I knew he could not resist.
My God, I'm gonna have to hire Finn as like the sound effects guy. It is a Discord call, we
Yeah,
found
yeah,
those.
that's true.
We found those 2 days ago.
We
found
were
those
doing
in
a
rehear-
soundboard.
we found those when we were talking about it, and we're like, oh no, this is not. You shouldn't have shown us this before the show.
On the soundboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
All right. We did also want to run through some additional improvements that are going to be coming in Update 43, part of the base game. The first we should talk about is some mount preview improvements. Jess, do you want to touch on that?
Yes. So this gives you mount preview improvements, gives you the ability to preview mounts and all their various animations. So this is idle, mount up, rear up, walk, run. I think we could actually show this in game if we want
Mount
to.
preview?
Instead of
I
just
don't know. I
No?
didn't have it
Okay.
set up, so I
that's
wouldn't.
that's
do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Instead
why
of
not?
just seeing it mount up in an idle pose when you're previewing, now you can view it in all its animations. Makes it a little bit easier to see what
Like it running?
some of the different
Yeah.
reasons why it makes all the different mounts cool and all their differences and their animations. So this is for viewing mounts in both the
Cool.
collections menu and in the crown store. And don't forget, you can also preview anything in your collections menu right now. This adds to that functionality with a few new options for mounts.
It would drive me crazy when I'm trying to figure out which mount I want to
Actually,
use.
I could show.
Um,
You could put it in game. I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'm actually here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little quality of life
Are you showing me right now?
addition. Yeah.
I'm sh-
mhm.
I'm
So there it
showing
is
your
at the
screen.
bottom.
So there's the mount up. There's the
Yeah.
rear up. You can see it walking, running, idle. This is with the stamina improvements. This is with the speed improvements. This is with the inventory improvements.
Yeah, just a
So
nice
yeah, you
little
get to
thing.
cool. You get to see. Yeah, and this is with all of them, and you get to see it playing through there. So yeah, it's a really cool little feature that allows you to see what it's gonna do.
Instead of like, I'm always like, oh, let me equip this, and then I'll see all the things that it does. Okay, let me go back to collections, equip this, and see what all the things it does.
Yep.
So,
Right,
yeah,
right,
just,
right.
Just a nice little, quality of life thing. What do we have next? I actually don't remember what we have next. Luminous ink sourcing. Folks, I definitely saw people in chat asking, like, what about ink? More ink sourcing. So, yes, we hear you. In this update, we are going to be adding some luminous ink to treasure chests and to heavy sacks. So, keep the feedback coming.
I think every time you kill a netch, you should get ink. They're kind of like
Yeah.
squid, like octopus
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
They're kind of
That's
like,
kind of a
all
stretch,
right,
but
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. We also have. Remember when I was telling Jimmy, like, oh, you're definitely invited to another stream? You're like, you're going in the other direction. Just kidding.
Are you going? All right. That's cool. New skill
Next.
styles. Awesome.
New skill styles. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got 6 new skill styles that are coming through in-game sources. All sorts of different colors. Finn, I think you had some that you could show.
I have the I can show one. I have the destruction ultimate,
Okay.
the destruction staff ultimate. I have the storm, which I will show right now. Oh, purple.
Very nice. So yeah, we have what else do we have? We have 3 from fragment chases. So there's going to be silver bolts, which is vibrant yellow. So I guess you can call it yellow bolts now. Roar will be a green color, and annulment will be yellow as well. And then we have 3 available from Undaunted keys. Twin slashes will be a lilac purple. Momentum will be a yellow, and elemental storm is, of course, the purple. So all 6 are going to be available for archival fortunes in rotation as an alternative to get them too. So nice little
All
colors.
with your in-game sources.
Yes. Next, Jess, you want to talk about this one?
Next, we have another little quality of life feature to just make your life a little easier. It's remember last guild store / bank in session. So what this means is when you pick a guild in one of the menus, the game will now remember which guild you selected when you come back to it. So if you only use, for instance, your 4th guild's bank or your 2nd guild's store, you don't have to manually swap it every time now. The game will remember.
Again, just one of those nice, that'll be nice to have finally.
Yes. Yeah.
You're still showing my stuff in game, by the way.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. There we go. That's right. It was there the whole time. I don't know what I was
I
thinking.
don't know what you're talking
My
about.
mistake.
It's been right there.
My mistake.
We should add a quality of life feature to make these streams work better.
Yeah.
All right.
They're working gloriously.
It's it's working. Eventually.
It's working now.
Last thing we want to just touch on is curated item set drops. So we have some item set sources that will be curated now in 43. That means that you don't have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Any that you don't have will be granted first. So this includes. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, please.
No, I thought you were. I thought. It's primarily.
Willie wants to talk about
He
this.
really wants
Yeah.
to.
Well, no, I think it's really good. It's really good because for two of the sources are mine. One of them is the PvP bags are going to be curated, which is great. Also, the trial rewarded, the weekly reward, those are going to be curated drops. So if you don't have all the drops and you did the trial, it'll give you a reward that you don't have. And then the monster shoulder bags. The purple bags have been renamed to curated bags, and those are going to be curated based on how curation works, based on what you have and have not collected yet. The mystery bags are still a random grab bag one, but the purple bags are now curated bags, so you can make sure that you're going to get exactly what something you haven't gotten before.
Neat. I'm glad you talked about that because you gave a lot more detail than I was going to.
No worries.
All right. That just about wraps up. I'm kind of trying to like lightly stall because I'm seeing who might be streaming right now that we can raid. Jess, you want to just give a recap,
Yeah.
I guess, of like
Yeah,